Hey guys, TheGamingSandwich here. So I'm going to show you a quick Icejade combo. So in this one, we're going to use Fury of the Koshin. We're going to bait out the Ash, and then we'll add the Torrential, which will set up our board. Then we're going to play Cradle, which will add this one here. Okay, then we're going to discard our launcher. Special swap. Swap will then send Renatonin. Then you will normal summon your little guy there. This will add this to the hand. You will then proceed to activate this one here. So then you use Synchro for 6. So these will go to the grave. This one will go here. You will then Synchro this. You'll proceed to activate this. Clipping back this to your hand. Then you can set the torrential tribute. So you have protection for your torrential. You have a play next turn with your frog. This can banish even your toad or these two to keep this to bring it back. And then you also have the ability of this to shrink the attack damage or anything you want. And then you also have a follow up for next turn. So you've used your 4 cards, you've got your 4 cards, and you actually thin your deck by a lot, and it actually generated a lot of resources for you. So that is one combo. So I'm going to show you more combos now as well. Here we go. And for this one, it's quite a simple one. It's only I say it's a 3-card combo. It's not really. This can be anything. Basically, all you need is these 2 cards. These 2 cards are searchable by multiple means in the deck. So you're going to play Tremola's effect. You shall discard this. Send itself on this to the graveyard. And then you will summon this. You get your toad. You then can activate your field spell. Target this. Add this to your hand. Special. Lower your opponent's attacks by literally 15 and then run over your opponent's monster. It's not the greatest. It does lock off your opponent from using their effects next turn, which should be coming handy. And then also, if you need to, you can, or if this gets summoned and they try and bait someone out, you contribute this. To either add this to your hand or another card you need, or you can send itself to the extra deck. And then if this does get destroyed, you can banish this card to special this and then lock your opponent out again. There you go. It's not the best, but these are trying to give you little flow ideas of how you can kind of interact with your opponent. So hopefully you will find these useful, or at least with some general idea of how to use the deck. Okay, so this one's an interesting, it's not really a combo, it's more of an interaction. So you've got 3 cards here. So you are going to literally, remember, so you have this card in hand here, so you activate the effect. Your opponent decides to imperm. Now imperm, it targets. So Adrian has an effect where if this card is targeted for an attack or an effect, to be a spell trap, you can activate the effect before. So they imperm this, you activate the effect in chain, you special summon active from your hand, you pitch this to draw any card from your deck. It might not be the best card, but you're not losing anything. And plus then you might be able to do another kind of combo extender or something like that. It's just a way to nicely interact with your opponent. Another one to summon from the hand especially can be Swap Frog, and that can really start pushing games. So always remember, if you've got a decent water monster in your hand, you can always just fire it off with this. There we go, so that's another one. So just, yeah, a neat little kind of trick there to kind of help you against your opponent. So now I'm going to teach you a really fun one about a really fun set of interactions. So we've got a Swap Frog in the grave, an Icejade, and the other Icejade. So in turn, this is going to get destroyed. We're not going to say how, it just gets destroyed. So you've activated the effect tributing, say, an Icejade from your hand, and you've negated an effect, that's fine. This is now going to get destroyed. So upon destruction, you have 3, so you'll have 2 sets of effects that will trigger. You have Totally Awesome, and then you'll have your Icejade as well. This is really useful for chain blocking, allowing certain effects to come off. So yeah, really, really fun. So you can organise your chainlinks whatever order you see fit. I normally go Toad as chaining 1 and then one of my Icejades as chainlinks 2. So you will then go Active or Banish, target this to special. So we'll go 25. And then it'll be Awesome's effect to add a Swap Frog to hand. Then you will have the effect of Cradle will trigger. Targeting this, it will lose 2500 attack, so that's why you summon it in defense, and then your opponent's monsters lose 2500 attack during damage. So they can't, most likely won't be able to attack at this point, and it's just like, it's going to save you from dying. So just through this like one set, you have negated their monster, you're not going to probably take any damage, you're probably going to survive this turn, and you've got a card in hand from a situation you were a lot more worse off in. And the deck grinds in this really lovely way that you can organise your chain links to kind of like manipulate the game state to give yourself that more advantage. If anyone else wants a more in-depth tutorial, I will give them, and I'll do a bit more of a complicated one for the last one, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Here's our game state. We've got no cards in hand. We have these in the graveyard. We have a Swap Frog, the lovely level 10 Icejade, Acti, and Adrian. These are the lovely cards we have in. So you can do whatever you want for these. I'm just using these as an example. So we've got these in the grave. So in effect, we've got Stealth Kraken and Awesome Owl as well. So what happens is we use Toad's effect this turn. It was countered, so it's fine. Just say we got Dot Ruler no more, and we can't do anything, and we're kind of like locked out. So it's like, okay, that's kind of sucks, but we're under Dot Ruler. So we can't do anything much. So your opponent's going to like kick all your board. So okay, so like these two are going to the grave. So this is our grave. So we're going to organise this. So basically we're going to go, okay. So chain wise we're going to go. So we're going to go and go. We're going to go Stealth Kraken Chainlink 1, Toad Chainlink 2. And depending upon the situation, we'll get. So if your opponent has got monsters out that have been out for a long time, so like bear in mind they weren't summoned this turn, this is a good shout because then they can't activate their effects. Especially with something like DP, if it's kind of like returned, if it's like the DP has been out and you've just been scythe locked, like this, like earlier or something, you can just like this will shut it down. So we'll say it's just a regular board at this point in time. I'm just giving you options. So we'll banish this one, and then we're going to special summon like this. So that's what our target will be. So this one will target this, and then we will chain Acti, and Acti will summon this one. So the chains will resolve. So we're going to special summon this, special summon this. The effect will activate from this, so you can search a spell or trap, so that's useful. Then this will activate and trigger. So we're going to add ourselves a Swap Frog to our hand. Then Kraken will trigger. And we're going to load this up, so we will load one with this. And then we will load the other one with this. So now we've got a pretty interesting board here. And because obviously this has hit the field, or any of these have, you will then like activate the field spell, which will lower all of your opponent's monsters by literally 1500. So you've literally gone from like a decent interruption, but you've been hit with a dart roller, so you weren't going to lose anything. You got no damage, but you've now got a full board and a way to interrupt and to interact with your opponent. And these effects are all live. So it's even more fun. So that's in your graveyard. These are banished. This is in your hand. So worst case scenario, even if they kill this one, this will then come back out and will reset the board, and you can fire its effect off and burn your opponent, even though you're the paper dot roller. It's so good. This is what you want from this deck. It is just a next level way of interacting with your opponent. Hopefully you guys have really enjoyed this. I know it's not the easiest way for me to do these tutorials. I will try and get better for it. Hopefully you guys enjoy these and enjoy the fun interactions that this deck can bring. It is one of the most fun decks I've ever played, and I enjoy it so much. Always remember, I've got other ones we can add, so we can always do like combat, there's combos with White Howling, other ones. Wake of the Dragon's always a good one as well. So these are like my side deck and stuff. So Icebarrier again is another one that has fun interactions. So yeah, we can do stuff like that. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Thank you very much, and enjoy the video, and comment, rate, subscribe.